Lesson 1: The Shoe Saga.
Hey Anna, I've been meaning to get some new running shoes. You up for a shopping trip?
Absolutely. I'd love to help you find the perfect pair. This is going to be so much fun.
Awesome, I'm glad you're excited about it. I'm in desperate need of an upgrade.
No problem at all. We'll find you some amazing shoes that'll take your running to the next level.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for. My current ones are really starting to wear down.
Perfect, let's go check out the latest styles and see what catches your eye.
Lead the way. I trust your fashion sense, so I'm sure you'll steer me in the right direction.
Haha, I'll do my best. I'm excited to see what kind of shoes match your running style.
Same here. I'm open to trying new things, so I'm sure we'll find something great.
Wonderful. I have a few stores in mind that carry really high quality running gear.
Sounds like a plan. I'm sure we'll find the perfect shoes in no time.
Definitely. With both of us on the hunt, we're bound to uncover something amazing.
Absolutely. I'm already feeling motivated to get out there and log some serious miles.
That's the spirit. The right shoes can really make all the difference.
For sure. I'm hoping to find a pair that's comfortable, supportive, and looks great too.
No doubt we'll find that perfect balance. These stores really cater to all the runner's needs.
Excellent, I can't wait to try on a bunch of different options and see what works best.
Me neither. This is going to be like a shoe lover's paradise. I'm already getting excited.
Ah, I can tell. Your enthusiasm is contagious, you know.
Well, I love any excuse to go shopping. Especially for such an important investment.
Couldn't agree more. A good pair of running shoes is crucial for staying healthy and injury free.
Exactly. And with your dedication to fitness, you deserve nothing but the best.
Ah, you're too kind. But I'm sure with your help, we'll find the perfect fit.
I have no doubt about it. Let's head out and see what these stores have in store for us.
Sounds like a plan. I'm ready when you are. Lead the way, my fashionable friend.
You got it. This is going to be an epic shoe shopping adventure. I can feel it.
I'm sure it will be. With you by my side, I know I'm in good hands.
Lesson 2: The Eco-Friendly Home.
Morning, Anna. Have you been thinking about ways to make our home more eco friendly?
You know it. I've been researching some really efficient appliances and water-saving tips.
That's great. I'm all for it. Every little bit we do can make a difference, right?
Definitely. Even small changes around the house can add up to a big environmental impact.
Absolutely. So, what kind of appliances were you looking into? I'm excited to hear about it.
Well, I was thinking about upgrading our washing machine and dishwasher to more energy efficient models.
Nice, that sounds like a smart move. I bet we could save a lot on our utility bills too.
Exactly. And the newer models are so much quieter and higher performing these days.
Awesome, I'm sold. What else have you been looking into to make our home greener?
Well, I was also researching some simple water saving strategies, like low flow shower heads.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I'm always trying to be more conscious of our water usage.
Me too. And there are so many easy ways to cut down, like turning the faucet off while brushing our teeth.
Totally, every drop counts. I'm really excited to start implementing these eco friendly changes.
Same here. I feel like it's our responsibility to do what we can to live more sustainably.
Couldn't agree more. And the best part is, a lot of these upgrades can save us money in the long run.
Exactly. It's a win-win all around. The environment and our wallets both benefit.
Love it. So, what's the first thing you think we should tackle? I'm ready to get started.
I'd say the washing machine would be a great place to start. That's a big energy guzzler.
Good call. Let's start shopping around and see what our best options are. I'm on board.
Awesome, I can't wait. This is going to be so satisfying, making our home more eco-friendly.
Agreed. It's going to feel great knowing we're doing our part to reduce our carbon footprint.
Totally. And we get to enjoy the cost savings and performance upgrades too. It's a no-brainer.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Alright, let's get to work on this eco friendly home overhaul.
You got it. I'm so excited to dive in. This is going to be an awesome project for us.
Absolutely. I have a feeling this is just the start of many great green improvements to come.
I couldn't agree more. Our home is about to get a whole lot more sustainable and efficient.
I love it. Okay, let's start researching those washing machines. This is gonna be fun.
Yes. I'm ready when you are. Let's do this, partner in eco-crime.
Haha, love it. Alright, let's get to it. The future of our home is in our hands.
Lesson 3, Productivity Pals.
Yo, Anna, I've been feeling like I need to step up my productivity game lately.
I hear you. Have you been looking into any strategies to help you get more done?
Not really, I was hoping you might have some tips. You're always so organized and efficient.
Well, I've definitely learned a few tricks over the years. I'd be happy to share them.
That would be awesome. I feel like I'm constantly running around, but not actually achieving much.
I totally understand that feeling. It can be tough to find the right balance and stay focused.
Definitely. So, what are some of the things you do to stay on top of your workload?
Well, one big thing is making to-do lists and setting daily/weekly goals for myself.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm always forgetting what I need to get done.
Having that visual overview really helps me stay organized and prioritize my tasks.
I can see how that would be super helpful. Anything else you recommend?
Absolutely. Another thing that's been game-changing for me is time blocking.
Time blocking? What's that all about?
It's all about scheduling specific time slots for different types of work or tasks.
Interesting, I like the sound of that. How exactly does that help with productivity?
It prevents you from getting distracted and jumping between too many things at once.
Ah, I see, that makes a lot of sense. I definitely struggle with staying focused sometimes.
Same here. Time blocking has really helped me minimize those distractions and be more efficient.
That's awesome, I'm definitely going to have to give that a try. Anything else in your productivity toolkit?
Yes. Taking regular breaks is also super important. It helps recharge your mental batteries.
Oh, yeah, I can see how that would be crucial. I tend to just power through until I'm exhausted.
I used to do that too, but then I realized how much more I could accomplish with strategic breaks.
Good point. Okay, I'm taking notes here. This is all really helpful stuff, Anna.
I'm so glad. I really believe these techniques can make a big difference. You just have to find what works best for your workflow.
Definitely. I'm excited to start experimenting and see if I can become more productive.
I know you've got this, John. Just take it one step at a time and don't be too hard on yourself.
Thanks, I appreciate the encouragement. Alright, let's do this, Productivity Pals Unite.
Heck yes. I can't wait to hear how it goes. We're gonna conquer those to-do lists, for sure.
You know it. Okay, time to put these tips into action. This is gonna be game changing.
I have no doubt. Alright, let me know if you need any other productivity pointers along the way.
Will do, thanks again, Anna. This is exactly what I needed to kickstart my focus.
Lesson 4, Political Pivot.
Hey Anna, did you hear about that crazy political upset back in '94?
You mean when George W. Bush beat Ann Richards in the Texas gubernatorial race? That was quite a shocker.
Absolutely. I remember everyone was so surprised when the relatively unknown Bush managed to take down the incumbent governor.
Yeah, it really was a pivotal moment in his political career. I wonder what made him such a strong contender back then.
From what I recall, Bush ran a savvy campaign that really resonated with Texas voters. He positioned himself as a compassionate conservative, which seemed to strike a chord.
That's interesting. I guess his background as the son of a former president didn't hurt either. Though I'm sure he wanted to carve out his own political identity.
For sure. He definitely didn't want to just ride on his family's coattails. Bush really worked hard to establish himself as a formidable candidate in his own right.
That's a good point. And of course, his victory in Texas set him up for an even bigger political ascent down the road.
Exactly. That gubernatorial win was a major stepping stone for him. It put Bush on the national radar and paved the way for his eventual presidential run.
Yeah, it's crazy to think how one state-level election can have such far-reaching consequences. But I guess that's the nature of politics, you never know what can turn into a game-changing moment.
Definitely. Bush's victory in '94 really shook up the political landscape, both in Texas and beyond. It was a real turning point in his career.
Agreed. It just goes to show how important it is for candidates to run smart, strategic campaigns even at the state level. You never know where it might lead.
Absolutely. And Bush clearly had the right formula back then. He was able to connect with voters in a way that the experienced Richards couldn't match.
Yeah, it's a testament to his political savvy and ability to read the electorate. Not bad for a relative newcomer on the scene.
For sure. That upset win in Texas really set the stage for Bush's meteoric rise to the presidency just a few years later.
Crazy how things can unfold, isn't it? One election can have such a massive impact on the course of political history.
Ain't that the truth? Well, it's definitely an interesting case study in how the political landscape can shift so quickly.
Absolutely. It's a great example of why we should always stay engaged and informed when it comes to elections, you never know what might happen.
For sure. Alright, I'm intrigued to dive deeper into this bit of political history. Lots of fascinating lessons to unpack there.
Definitely. There's always more to learn when it comes to the ins and outs of campaigning and governing. Shall we do some more research?
Let's do it! I'm ready to get my political geek on. This is gonna be good.
Lesson 5, Bus Stop Banter.
Alright, Anna, let's talk about something we can all relate to: public transportation.
Ooh, the bus stop, huh? I'm game. What's on your mind?
Well, I was just thinking about how helpful it is when bus stops have those handy timetables posted.
Absolutely. Those schedules are a lifesaver, especially if you're trying to time your arrival just right.
Seriously. No more guessing when the next bus is coming. You can just glance at the schedule and know exactly what to expect.
Exactly. And it's not just about convenience, those timetables really help reduce stress, you know?
For sure. Nothing worse than standing around anxiously, wondering if you missed your ride or if it's running late.
Definitely. The schedule takes all that guesswork out of the equation. You can just relax and wait with confidence.
Exactly. And it's not just the passengers who benefit, right? Those timetables are super helpful for the bus drivers too.
Good point. It probably makes their job a lot easier when riders know exactly when to expect the bus.
Totally. They don't have to field as many "when's the next bus coming" questions.
Haha, yeah. The timetable is like a get out of questions free card for the drivers.
Exactly. Although I'm sure they still get the occasional confused or absent-minded passenger.
Haha, oh yeah. There's always that one person who just can't seem to figure out the schedule.
Ain't that the truth? But hey, at least the timetable is there to help set them straight.
Absolutely. It's a valuable resource for riders of all levels of bus expertise.
Definitely. I don't know what I'd do without those handy little schedules at the stop.
Same here. They really are a game changer when it comes to public transit.
Couldn't agree more. Alright, now I'm curious, what's your personal bus stop timetable hack?
Ooh, good question. I'd say always giving myself a little extra time before my stop. That way I'm never rushing.
Smart move. Gotta build in that buffer, just in case. What else you got?
Ooh, and I always make sure to double check the schedule before heading out, just to confirm the times.
Nice, nice. Staying on top of the details, I like it. Any other tips you swear by?
Let me think. Oh, I know. Keeping a screenshot of the timetable on my phone, just in case.
Oh, that's a good one. That way you have it handy no matter what.
Exactly. You never know when you might need to reference it on the go.
Definitely a lifesaver. Alright, I'm feeling inspired. Time to up my bus stop game.
Haha, get to it. Those timetables wait for no one, my friend.
You got that right. Alright, I'm ready to become a public transit pro. Bus stop, here I come.
Lesson 6, The Serious Sibling.
Hey Anna, can I ask you something about your family?
Sure, what's on your mind?
I was just wondering, what was your oldest sister like growing up? I heard she was pretty different from you.
Ah, yes, my big sis. She was definitely the polar opposite of me.
Really? How so?
Well, for starters, she was always the quiet, serious one in the family.
Wow, so the total opposite of your bubbly self, huh?
Exactly. While I was running around causing mischief, she was the perfect angel.
Ha, I can just picture it. You two must have driven your parents crazy.
Oh, you have no idea. They were constantly on me to be more like my sister.
I bet that got old real quick, didn't it?
You got that right. It felt like I could never just be myself.
Aw man, that's tough. Did you two ever clash because of the differences?
Oh, all the time. She'd get so frustrated with my shenanigans.
I can imagine. The responsible one always gets annoyed by the wild child.
Totally. And she'd give me these long, disappointed lectures. It was the worst.
Yikes, sounds like a real sibling rivalry situation.
Yeah, we definitely had our fair share of fights growing up.
But I'm guessing you two are pretty close now, right?
Surprisingly, yes. It took some time, but we eventually learned to embrace our differences.
That's awesome. It's great when siblings can move past that childhood rivalry.
Definitely. Now we actually appreciate how complementary our personalities are.
I bet that makes for some really fun family dynamics.
Oh, for sure. We bring a good balance to the whole clan.
I can see it now, you being the life of the party, and your sis keeping everyone grounded.
Exactly. She's the yin to my yang, you know?
I dig it. Sounds like you guys make a great team.
We really do. All that sibling butting heads was worth it in the end.
Ah, that's so sweet. Glad you two were able to work it out.
Me too. Honestly, I wouldn't trade my serious sis for anything.
Ah, look at you getting all sentimental. I love it.
Haha, don't tell anyone. I've got a reputation to uphold, you know.
Your secret's safe with me. But I gotta say, it's nice seeing this softer side of you.
Ah, what can I say? Family has a way of bringing out the best in people.
Ain't that the truth? Alright, I'm officially inspired to go hug my own siblings.
Haha, go for it. Share the sibling love.
Will do. Thanks for the insightful chat, Anna.
Lesson 7: The Perks of Public Transit.
Hey Anna, I heard you recently gave up your car. How's that been going?
Oh, it's been an adjustment, for sure. But I have to say, I'm really enjoying the change.
Really? I figured giving up the freedom of driving would be a bummer.
You'd think so, but it's actually been pretty great. There are a lot of perks to taking public transit.
Like what? I'm curious to hear your perspective on this.
Well, for starters, I don't have to deal with the hassle of parking anymore.
Ooh, that is a huge perk. Parking can be such a nightmare.
Exactly. And I don't have to worry about maintenance, gas, or insurance.
Wow, that must be a huge weight off your shoulders financially.
Definitely. It's freed up a lot of my budget to spend on other things.
That's awesome. So, what do you do with all that extra money?
I've been able to travel more, which has been amazing. Plus, I've been investing in hobbies.
Nice, that sounds like a fantastic trade off. What kind of hobbies have you picked up?
Oh, the usual cooking, reading, even taking art classes.
Wow, that's impressive. It's like you've unlocked a whole new world without the car.
Totally. And the best part is, I get to use that commute time for myself.
Oh, yeah, I bet that feels like a luxury. No more sitting in traffic.
Exactly. I get to read, listen to podcasts, or just zone out and relax.
That does sound pretty nice, not gonna lie. Anything else you enjoy about public transit?
Let me think. Oh, I love how it's better for the environment.
Good point. Being eco friendly is a huge plus.
Absolutely. And I've even made some new friends on the bus or train.
Oh wow, that's an unexpected perk. Bonding over the commute, huh?
Yeah. It's a great way to meet people and have little conversations.
That's really cool. Sounds like you've embraced this lifestyle change.
I really have. It was an adjustment at first, but now I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's awesome, Anna. I'm genuinely happy for you and all the positives you've discovered.
Thanks, John. It's been such a pleasant surprise, and I'm glad I made the switch.
Well, you've definitely inspired me to reconsider my own car dependency.
I'm telling you, it's worth at least trying out. The benefits can be so rewarding.
I'll keep an open mind. Who knows, maybe I'll be commuting by bus before you know it.
Haha, I'll hold you to that. Let me know if you need any tips.
Will do. Appreciate you sharing your experience, Anna.
Lesson 8: Exploring New Hobbies.
Morning, Anna. I heard you've been trying out some new hobbies lately.
You bet. I'm always on the lookout for fun and interesting things to explore.
That's great. What kind of hobbies have you been getting into?
Well, I recently took up pottery classes, and I'm loving it.
Pottery, huh? That sounds like a really hands on and creative hobby.
It is. I've been getting my hands dirty and learning how to shape clay.
That's awesome. Have you made anything cool so far?
Oh, I've made all sorts of things: mugs, bowls, even little sculptures.
Wow, that's impressive. I can imagine it takes a lot of skill and patience.
It does, but it's so rewarding. Plus, it's a great way to relax and unwind.
I can see that. What other hobbies have you been exploring?
Well, I've also been getting into gardening. I started a little vegetable patch.
Gardening, huh? That's a great hobby, especially with the benefits of fresh produce.
Exactly. I love being able to grow my own food and watch it thrive.
I bet that must be so satisfying. Any other hobbies on your list?
Let me think. Oh, I've also been trying my hand at sewing.
Sewing, that's interesting. What kinds of things have you been making?
Oh, just little projects like pillows, tote bags, that sort of thing.
That's really cool. It's amazing how many creative outlets there are.
Totally. I've been really enjoying the process of learning new skills.
That's great. I'm always in awe of people who can make things with their hands.
It's so rewarding. And it's a nice break from the digital world?
Absolutely. Sometimes it's good to step away from screens and technology.
Exactly. It's like a mental reset. Have you been exploring any new hobbies lately?
Not really, to be honest. I've been so busy with work, I haven't had much time.
Ah, that's a shame. Maybe we can brainstorm some ideas together.
That's not a bad idea. I think I could use a little more balance in my life.
Definitely. I'm happy to share some of the hobbies I've been enjoying.
That would be great, Anna. I'm open to suggestions. What do you have in mind?
Well, we could look into things like woodworking, photography, or even cooking classes.
Those all sound really interesting. I'll have to give it some thought.
Absolutely. Take your time, but don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, you're right. I should try to be more adventurous with my free time.
Lesson 9: A stroll in the park.
Yo, Anna, I've got to tell you about my afternoon.
Oh, do tell. What have you been up to?
Well, I decided to take a little walk in the park.
The park, huh? That sounds like a lovely way to spend the afternoon.
It really was. The weather was perfect, and I just needed to get outside.
I can imagine. What was the best part about your park adventure?
Let me think. I'd have to say the wildlife I got to see.
Ooh, what kind of wildlife did you spot?
Well, I saw a few squirrels scurrying around, gathering nuts.
Ah, squirrels are so cute. Did you see anything else?
Yeah, actually, I saw a bunch of ducks in the pond.
The ducks in the park pond, how peaceful that must have been.
It really was. They were just floating along, so serene.
I love watching ducks in the water. Did you get a chance to feed them?
I didn't, but that's a great idea for next time.
Definitely. The ducks must have been quacking with excitement.
I can just imagine. I'll have to remember to bring some bread next time.
Ooh, and maybe some corn or peas too. The ducks would love that.
Good call. I'll have to stock up before my next park stroll.
It's the little things like that can make a walk in the park so special.
Absolutely. I feel so much more relaxed after being out in nature.
I bet. There's just something about being surrounded by greenery and fresh air.
Totally. It's the perfect antidote to a stressful workday.
Agreed. Did you happen to see any other interesting wildlife?
Now that you mention it, I did spot a few butterflies fluttering around.
Oh, how beautiful. I love watching butterflies in the park.
Me too. They were such vibrant colors, it was mesmerizing.
I can only imagine. Nature really does provide the best free entertainment.
For sure. I'm glad I decided to take that walk. It was exactly what I needed.
I'm so happy to hear that, John. Everyone should make time for those little moments.
Absolutely. I think I'll be making more park trips a regular thing.
Good call. It's a great way to recharge and appreciate the simple joys in life.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for listening, Anna. It's nice to share the experience.
Lesson 10, a delectable discovery.
Yo, Anna, I've got to tell you about this amazing place I discovered.
Ooh, do tell. What is this new discovery of yours?
Well, I was walking around downtown and stumbled upon this incredible bakery.
A bakery, you say? That sounds positively delightful.
It really is. The smells coming out of that place were out of this world.
I can only imagine. What kind of goodies did they have on offer?
Oh man, everything from fresh baked cakes to mouth-watering pies.
Cakes and pies, huh? That's enough to make my sweet tooth start aching.
I know, right? I had a hard time deciding what I wanted to try first.
I don't blame you. It must have been sensory overload in the best way.
Totally. There were so many tempting options, it was almost overwhelming.
Well, what did you end up getting? Don't leave me hanging.
Well, I decided to go with a classic, a nice, big slice of apple pie.
Ooh, apple pie, my favorite. How was it? Don't hold back.
It was absolutely incredible, Anna. Probably the best apple pie I've ever had.
Wow, high praise indeed. What made it so amazing?
Well, for starters, the crust was perfectly flaky and buttery.
That's the foundation of a truly great pie.
Exactly. And the filling was just the right balance of sweet and tart.
Ugh, I can practically taste it from here. Now I'm craving a slice.
I wish I could have brought you a piece. It was honestly that good.
No worries, I'll have to make a trip there myself sometime soon.
Definitely do it. I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
I'm sure I will be. Anything else catch your eye while you were there?
Oh, yeah, the cakes looked absolutely decadent too.
Ooh, like what? I need all the mouth-watering details.
Well, there was this chocolate cake that looked absolutely sinful.
Sinful, you say? Now you've really piqued my interest.
It was this rich, fudgy cake with layers of creamy chocolate frosting.
Oh, I can feel my taste buds tingling just thinking about it.
Trust me, it was the kind of cake that makes you want to lick the plate clean.
Haha, I have no doubt. I'm definitely going to have to check this place out.
You won't regret it, Anna. It's a real hidden gem of a bakery.
Well then, consider my sweet tooth sufficiently intrigued.
Mission accomplished. I'm glad I could share this delectable discovery.
Lesson 11, a somber reflection.
Hey Anna, can I talk to you about something that's been weighing heavily on my mind?
Of course, John. I'm always here to listen. What's on your heart?
It's just, this violence and bloodshed that's been happening. It's just so heartbreaking.
I know, John. The news has been so disturbing lately. It's hard to make sense of it all.
Absolutely. I feel like the world is just spinning out of control sometimes.
I understand that feeling all too well. It can be overwhelming and discouraging.
Yeah, and the worst part is, it doesn't seem like there's an easy solution.
You're right, there's no simple fix. But I do believe there has to be a better way forward.
What do you mean? How can we possibly make sense of such senseless violence?
I think it starts with trying to approach it all with more compassion and understanding.
Compassion and understanding? After all the lives that have been lost?
I know it's difficult, John. But holding on to hate and anger won't heal the wounds.
So, what are you suggesting we do then? Just turn a blind eye to it all?
Not at all. We shouldn't ignore the reality of what's happening. But we have to try to see it from a different perspective.
A different perspective? I'm not sure I follow. Aren't the facts just the facts?
Well, yes, the facts are the facts. But there are often complex underlying issues at play.
Like what? What could possibly justify this kind of bloodshed?
I'm not saying it justifies it, John. But we have to try to understand the root causes.
The root causes? Sounds to me like you're making excuses for these atrocities.
I'm not making excuses, John. I'm simply suggesting we approach it with more nuance.
Nuance? How can there be nuance when innocent lives are being taken?
I know it's painful, John. But reacting with more violence and hatred won't heal anything.
So, what are you saying we should do then? Just sit back and let it happen?
No, not at all. We have to stand up against injustice. But we have to do it with love, not hate.
Love? After all the carnage? I'm sorry, Anna, but I'm just having a hard time seeing it that way.
I understand, John. It's an incredibly difficult and complex issue. But I truly believe that's the only way forward.
I hope you're right, Anna. I really do. Because I'm running out of hope.
I know, John. But we can't give up. We have to keep fighting for a better world, with compassion as our guide.
I'll try, Anna. For your sake, if nothing else. I just hope it's not all in vain.
Have faith, John. If we all come together with open hearts, I believe we can make a difference.
I hope you're right. Because right now, it all just feels so hopeless.